Yes, indeed. It's DJ Concrete, and this here is Conversations in Crete with Sweet Mama G. But Sweet Mama G is playing hooky tonight. But y'all know she may pop up. We'll see what she do. We're starting to show off tonight like this. The environment today for men finding a good woman is less than favorable. We are in the midst of women trying to lead relationships, women acting immature for the ages that they are, women being extremely entitled, so forth and so on. Where can we start making things better? Right? Okay. All right. So now let's start off with one. And Nate from Upstate said dressing like hoochie mamas. Very, very true. And I'm hoping that a lot of these women, or AKA females, take a look at it and maybe they can change. Maybe they can learn something tonight. And that's also men. Y'all can take heed to this as well, because just as we're talking about women, you can look at yourselves as men being 45, 50, still listening to trap music. Trap music is really not for us. Those young guys are not even talking to us. So that's why the divide of music is there. They will call us old heads or whatever. They're not talking to us. So you older guys, stop listening to it. Miss Niecy, what's going on, Miss Niecy?
Hello. Hi,
We're good.
Hi, Miss Niecy. Hi,
Hi, how are you?
All
I'm
right.
good. I like your shirt.
Thank you.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Why is my...
Can see it?
Yeah, they can. Yep, they can see your shirt. Yep. So
I
look,
need a better view.
see. Oh boy.
That's the
Whoa.
smoke break shirt, 420. See?
Okay.
Love weed.
Okay.
So so let's check this out. And this is what I want everybody to pay attention to. Y'all see that? Yummy Gummy donated another $10 on the super chat. Let me tell y'all something. All of you guys are valuable. All of you guys are valuable. But when you put up the donations like that, that really helped the cause of what we're doing here. You know what I'm saying? It
Well,
really
what up,
helps the
Nate?
cause. So what we're doing here, it takes a lot of effort and everything else. So we appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it. So as we start off, we're gonna start off with paragraph 1, right? And this is, you know, some stuff that I put together. And shouts out to actually Yummy Gummy, who sent this topic in, and I just started working. They wanted to hear about this. So I want everybody to be a part of this. Shouts out to Miss Keisha Bathia. All right. So since we having a lot of people just step in real quick, I'm going to rerun the heading part of this so y'all can know that is your woman an investment or a bill? And right here, we're going to say it like this. Okay. We have the environment today for men finding a good woman is less than favorable. We are in the midst of women trying to lead the relationships, women acting immature for the ages that they are, women being extremely entitled, so forth and so on. Where can we start making things better? Okay. Now let's go to 1. An immature woman desperately looks for attention. We're talking about immature women right now. Immature woman desperately looking for attention. She is loose. She has an unhealthy dependency on attention. Her body and sexual flirts is her only billboard to gain attention. A mature woman attracts admiration by what she does. Her reputation draws people to her. Her body is not a billboard, but the carrier of her greatness that lies inside. She grows her mind and heart. Attention finds her. She doesn't look for it. Anybody has a problem against that?
No.
Okay. You look like you have a problem, Miss Niecy.
I want to know, why do I have to just be on a female? Because every woman is not like that. Why can't
Okay.
it be vice versa? Why can't it just be your significant other? Because women out here looking for the same thing in men. There's a lot of immature men out here as well. That's community D too.
Okay. Now, if you was my cousin, I would have said 5 minutes because we're talking about women, but you jumped on the men. But you know what? Rightfully so. And I said that in the beginning that you can actually pin men to this as well, right? So, um, so Nate from Upstate said the immature woman is toxic. Yes, she is, and she bakes it. Actually, agreed with you, Miss Nisi. And he said that's right. A real woman. Where they at? Men are desperately looking for real women. Okay, desperately looking for real women. So to my point is that I get what you're saying, Miss Nisi, and again I agree. But men and women are looking for certain things, but they are different. Men are looking for women who are willing to uh, um, be submissive, looking to be uh, um, what's the other? Put it like this: easier to work with. Most of these women out here today are so difficult to work with; it's ridiculous. So, and this is quite a few more other things as well. Now, a woman is looking for what? I just gave you two. Give me two.
You talking to me?
Honestly,
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So you speaking for me or women in general?
Women in general.
So any woman will want somebody that's strong and can support, financially for both of them. Don't just live off of her or the other way around. And you also want somebody that you can be emotionally attached to, and it's not always about money. You need somebody that you can talk to and not at. Or am I making sense?
Yes. I mean, talking, yeah, I don't like me personally, I don't want to talk at a woman. I shouldn't have to
Absolutely.
do that. I shouldn't have to do that. If I have to talk at you, you're not the one for me.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. We have Yummy. Well, Keisha Bethia said, I'm always hearing real women and real men. We have to have a separation. And I know sometimes that can be a little something, Miss Keisha, but nowadays you really have to put that on it. Real women and real men. And Yummy Gummy also said women will have to invest in a good woman. Women will have, well, probably saying men will have to invest in a good woman by doing her womanly things.
Mm-hmm.
Offer her man peace and tranquility in his
Mm-hmm.
home so that he can work and support the home. That's how women invest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry,
And
guys. I
I
made a
would
mistake and
say,
pulled this string
I,
out. Hold on one
I got a
second.
comment, Crete.
Very true what Yummy Gummy said. Let me tell y'all something. As women, y'all, for some reason, a lot of women thinking their butts is the thing that
Mm-hmm.
get men. They thinking, or their breasts that get men. Real women, I'm sorry, real men want peace first.
Mm-hmm.
Want peace first. Go ahead.
Can I speak on something? And I was just talking to somebody about a situation. Like all these females getting their bodies and stuff done and their breasts and bigger behinds, but their legs still small. But anyway, people don't understand. Well, some women do not understand that when you have all that, men love natural women. They will cheat on their natural woman with all of that, but they don't want that because there's too much attention in their relationship. Just like they looking at her, everybody else is too. That's why I have a problem with going out with half dressed because you're inviting that attention. And if you're in a relationship, that's only supposed to be for your spouse. That's just it. And like I said, for my man, I can be whoever he need me to be. I can have short hair, long hair, blonde hair, red hair. I'll be the FBIA for my man. So whenever I have one, but I'm good.
Well, I can agree with you. I think you gave great examples. Truth be told, and I'm gonna say this: most real men don't want women with fake parts or fake, just fake. Most men don't want that, and it's not all about beauty all the time. Again, it's peace. Peace is priceless. He wants to come home to peace. He don't want all the drama. He don't want you to cost so much.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So, what is your top two that you can offer a man, Miss Marla?
Honesty and faithfulness.
That's what you can offer a man. Your top two.
Right now, I can't think top of my head right now.
Well, no. I mean, that was fine. I was just making sure of that's what
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
And I was gonna say about the women. Some women or some men betray themselves something else as well.
Right.
And then also a woman when she gets that big butt and big breasts and whatever fake lips or whatever as she do to her body, they will regret it in the long run. It's like, for example, look, Kim was so cute when she first came out.
Yes.
Now she looks like a freaking boat now. You know what I'm saying? So
That
it's just crazy. It's like K Michelle as well, but she had a big butt, and then I'm sorry about my daughter in the background, but when K Michelle came out as well, she had that big butt, and I forgot what TV show it was, but she had said she regret getting her big butt done, and then she wound up losing it.
Oh,
Took
yeah.
the shots out.
Most of them do. I mean, they don't know. First of all, those are foreign chemicals or foreign parts being put in your body. Your body is not going to adjust to that, most likely, and you are going to have problems later. And so I don't think a lot of women think about that. So Miss Keisha Pathia said, what exactly is real? Real could be different to me or different to others. But if you go back and you find a man, if you want to make a list, a man that provides, a man that protects, a man that just a
Faithful.
solid man. Yes. Yes. So that's what real is. That I mean, if we can easily say fake for a lot of different, people, but sometimes somebody may do something, you say, oh, he's a real one or she's a real one. It's just that easy, but we can use real and fake these days. Nate from upstate said, we want women that are nurturing, understanding, caring, reliable, and responsible. Hold up, where's that amen?
Amen.
That's what I'm talking about, Nate. Also, Yummy Gummy said, I was wrong. A woman invest in good men. And good man, that's the correction. Okay, thank you. Nate from upstate said, I love natural women, all natural. Yes. I mean, why? I don't understand, because there are a lot of guys out here that like women with the BBLs and
But
most
not
women
as
gonna
a
get into this.
spouse, not as a
What you mean?
girlfriend. They will not be in a monogamous relationship with that person that has all of these things. That is a desire.
A
That's a
fun girl.
right. But
Right.
when you see their wives, some of their wives are plus size and and don't wear all the tons of makeup and the lashes that look like they ready to fly away, and they just a wholesome dressing, just normal looking person.
Right. Right.
And
Well,
sometimes they have self-esteem problems, and then they also sometimes they seek attention for a man and think they're gonna stay with them even longer because I know a few people I know. I would say I've been knowing them about like 2-3 years, and they do that because they think, they will stay with a man and like, oh, I can jump from, from man to a man. And then some men wouldn't like that. That a man should not come home to argue with you. You know what I'm saying? So a man should come home with a home cooked meal, especially if you're a stay home mom or not stay home mom. And some girls I know that can be so lazy or whatever, but you can't get that like we used to have. Well, I mean, I know I'm still young too, but like I said, I have an old soul. But some young women don't want to do anything, around the house. They want their men to yell at them, and then some women's like that, for their men to yell at them. So I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you right now, like the last thing I want to do is come home and argue. But sometimes the environment that you're in could make it like that. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I want to come home to peace. I saw my father come home to peace. I know what it looks like. You see what I'm saying? I know exactly what it looks like. Now, Yummy Gummy said she's right. Men want natural women that stay in their feminine energy. Most men don't like fake at all. That's why it's important to date with your eyes closed and learn to love from the inside out. Hold on.
Amen.
That's real. Because me personally, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I definitely would not date a woman with BBLs or fake this or fake that. Heck, I really don't even like fake hair. I used to tell my ex-wife, when we was dating, and I don't know if y'all remember back. Now I'm talking some B-more stuff. Back in the 90s when the rap wigs was out. Y'all remember the wigs that was like a wrap?
Yeah, I do.
I told her straight up. I said, look here.
My sisters used to wear that.
Yeah, I said, look here. I'm scared of them things. Please don't bring it in. Like, they scare me. So I never did like fake hair, period. I'd rather for you to be close to bald than to be wearing fake hair. I'm sorry. Nate from Upstate said, word up, having peace is priceless. I'm going to with you or without you, baby. So he's going to have peace with her or without her. She Bakes It says, I will never do anything to alter the way God made me for anyone.
Amen.
That's what I'm talking about. So Nate from Upstate also said, just keep it real, your mind, body, and spirit. That way someone can work with you properly. Yes. And my thing is, at one point, a lot of women was doing it for men, but it has gotten out of hand. Now they're doing it just to be doing it because they're insecure, and they're doing it to compete with other women.
And they become
yeah. So most men don't even want that. I mean, you do have some pookies out there. Pookies want it, but that's how you can tell, that you're dealing with a pookie.
I need you to call up Cousin Pookie.
So I'm just telling y'all, like, real men don't want that. Real men don't want the fakeness. But Yummy Gummy also said men are providers, protectors, and problem solvers. Women are nurturers. They cook, they create peace, and become that man's helper. Men need 4 things: peace, food, and clean house, and their man needs handled. Hold on.
Amen.
I agree with Yummy Gummy. And then I said another thing a man needs, to handle your own as well and make sure, the household is good and, bills was paid. Because, I mean, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom or whatever, and if the man give you money, they expect you to pay the bills on time. Don't use the money for the bills for something else.
Right.
And I know some women was like that.
Yeah, it's something, and a lot of that's just like when we start talking about child support and alimony. Unfortunately, most of the times it's women who's rewarded these things. Most of the time. Now there are men that's rewarded alimony. There are men that's rewarded child support, but it's mostly women. And a lot of times, I don't. The system is wacky. How would I mean? I was just looking the other day. I can't remember who it was. It was some. It was somebody who played in movies, whatever. His ex-wife, because they got divorced, was wanting $125,000 a month for child support. That's more than what most people make a year. You see what I'm saying? So, what are you going to do with a baby with $125,000? So she was being greedy. She was being greedy, right? And you know what happened? She tried to go back and get more than $125,000 a month. You know what the judge did? Say, "Oh, we see what kind of games you playing. Now you're gonna get $48,000." But still, $48,000. That's ridiculous.
So I have a question.
Sure.
For the men that has all these traits in this woman, everything that the good man's looking for, and he very well may be a good guy himself, but it's something, I guess it may be lust that still causes them to cheat and bring toxicity into their relationship.
Well, that is true. I mean, remember, we were born into sin, right? So us being born into sin, we're imperfect, right? So a lot of times, would you say women cheat or the most, or men cheat the most?
Women.
I think.
You think women cheat the most?
Absolutely.
I think.
Okay, thank you. And what do you
We
think,
just
Ms.
don't
Marla?
get caught.
Right. But go ahead, Ms. Marla. What do you think?
No, I said I think men does
Okay.
cheat
Well,
more.
here's my thing. If you want to kind of slow it down for men, if you get a man and he's cheating or whatever, and you have a problem with it, what you do, meditate and then work with him and say, you can have a midget.
You asked me, Crete.
No.
Oh,
Don't
my
listen.
bad.
So anyway, Yummy Gummy also said, I'm good. I'm a good woman. I'll put myself on restriction and in the corners, laugh out loud. And Nate from Upstate said, I feel like the goal is to make the relationship easier for both parties as much as possible. The game is love, not complications.
Amen.
So also here we also have let me see, Nate from Upstate. Did I read that? Oh yeah, I read that. And Yummy Gummy said, amen, Nate. We have another supporter pop on. What's up, Miss Pepper? How you doing?
Hey.
Thank you for popping on. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you letting me on.
No problem.
I want to get into this one.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
So now we was only on part one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're talking about immature women, right?
Right.
But I already know that y'all going to integrate men. That's perfectly fine because it's needed.
I mean, I'm cool with talking about immature women too. We're gonna get around to the men. But I'm cool with talking on both of them because I was one.
Okay.
You know,
and look at that. That's lovely when you can admit.
Yeah. And then after you like people, we need to give each other room to grow, men and women, right? But after a while, like the average woman gonna look at where she was going wrong and her immature ways and fix that. After, a dude, it take y'all a minute to accept, like I ain't gonna say all of them, but a lot of women have accountability problems too. But I feel like most females, once they see where they messed up, they go ahead and fix it, make moves to fix that.
Well, I would say more so that's a woman. A
Yeah,
woman, not a female. Females won't. Females continue to meow. Because
Yeah.
remember, y'all call men dogs and the women cats. So I agree with that. So here's the other thing. Now, Yummy Gummy said, Amen, Pepper. I'm sorry. Amen, Pepper. I've been immature also, but it's a process to grow into your disciplined selves. Yes, it is. Thank you so much, Yummy Gummy, for that. And thank you once again, Yummy Gummy, for the super chat donation. Don't forget, y'all, the super chat donation is now a new feature because now we have earned to be a YouTube partner, and you guys can donate for to the cause, and we really appreciate it all. Either y'all can hit the cash apps that's scrolling on the bottom, or y'all can just do the super chat. But this, super chat will pop up on the screen and show your donations, and you can use the stickers, and we appreciate it.
So cool. Just say y'all popping now.
We're a little bit. We trying. We trying to pop a little something. And and just to add on to you guys as well, I admit my immaturity times in my life with no problem. I have no issue of doing that, and I'm still a growing man at 50. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not ashamed of saying that I was immature. I can go back to times of when I was married and I was immature on a lot of things, but I'm different now. You know what I mean? It takes time. It's like Yummy Gummy said, it's a process. So now let's go to 2.
Do you have any trying to digress, Crete? Do you have any regrets in your life?
Oh, I have quite a few regrets. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I mean, one day maybe I may spit them out. You know what I'm saying? But as far as my family life and everything in that, I never regret any of that. If that's what, I don't regret any of my family life or anything in my marriage, or actually I don't even regret. I definitely don't regret my upbringing. I commend my parents for doing things the way they did. And I mean, it's not just me. I have 7 sisters and a brother. I had another brother, but 7 sisters, you know what I'm saying? So I think they did a really good job with us. And I have nothing to complain about when it comes to family life. So now let's go to part 2. And we're still talking about immature women, right? An immature woman uses what is between her legs as a weapon of power. She boasts. She have the pissy. So I make all the rules. She uses sex as a war card in the battle in battling her husband. I've been there before. She confuses the lust men have for her hips and her vagina to mean she is in charge. But in essence, she is just a doll in a game of men who just want to use her. A mature woman doesn't play with sex. She holds sex in high regard, wouldn't deny her husband his conjugal rights just to get back at him. She knows sex is not a weapon or bait, but an expression of intimacy and love. When a man gets to her vagina, it's not because he's conquered or has reached the highest level of a casual game, but it's because she loves him.
Agree.
All right.
Agree.
So now, Yummy Gummy said that true about women. Yes. Preach it, Crete. Thank you, Yummy Gummy. So we getting up in something tonight. You know what I mean? So what do you guys think about what I just read?
I strongly.
Okay. So XL, have you ever ran into being in a relationship and and ran into any of this of what I just read? Like, have you ever ran into your mate trying to withhold things, but really sex is for marriage, but
Nah, never.
you never ran into that?
Nah, I ain't never had those issues.
Okay. All right. So Miss Christina said it was deep. Nate from Upstate State says salute the real ones. It takes a lot to care. So if I don't do it, got it to be worth it. Okay. Now, so have you now? I'm sure you ladies on here, and I'm talking about on the phone and on the panel here. Have you guys ever had that time in your life where you were withholding?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna ask.
I was going to say that. I
Okay.
know when before I, lost my virginity, I would try,
You was what?
especially if I would try to wait until marriage, before I lost my virginity or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So that was before. Were you ever married before, Miss Marla?
I mean, you might as well say in Kansas, I was common law married, so they pretty much recognized it.
Because you were with the person for so long.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then during that time, did you withhold?
No, because I was already having sex at the time.
Bruh.
Okay.
Crete, don't start tonight.
Miss Amelia said, never with my ex-husband. Never what? You never withheld, Miss Amelia? Is that what you're saying? Let us know in the chat. Also, Yummy Gummy said, I withheld, though, for good reason. I was in a domestic violence for about 30 years. Very understandable.
I agree with that too.
Yeah, very understandable.
I believe
that. So, there are reasons to withhold or whatever,
Infidelity.
Right. So you will withhold because of infidelity.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you agree with that? Well, you're the one who said it, Miss Pepper, and Miss Lisi. You agree with that?
Same reason. Yep. You won't get.
I tell y'all what. I'll tell y'all what. If he's out there doing that, and y'all withholding, what is a man to do?
Go out there and get some more.
And that's what he
why.
said.
I mean, you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you was not gonna give him that, he was gonna find it eventually.
That wasn't.
Oh no! Once I found out, nobody just listen. When you married to somebody, you don't withhold just because you got attitude. But when I find out you doing some unsafe things that's going to jeopardize me and take me from the kids, and you feel me, you gotta go ahead and keep getting it from there. It was death to us part, and that's how we parted. But until like when you out here making me unsafe and putting me at risk, nah, you go ahead and you do that. And so I had to withhold.
Okay.
Keep me safe,
Okay. No, that's a very good point. Very good, valid point. Now, when that was going on, was that in a marriage when that happened?
Yes.
Okay. How long was you guys in therapy or counseling?
3 years. It depended on how bad, like he'd be good, and then the therapy a slack off, and then when he mess up, and right when he get ready to tell you he messed up, he like, you need to make us an appointment, so
okay.
Yeah,
all right, so
like
I just threw that out there because most people, especially us of color, don't make those moves like that. They don't get they don't realize how important counseling or therapy could be. You see what I'm saying?
I believe in therapy.
Yes, I mean, I had this one fool. Tell my ex-wife that therapy don't work. It don't this, it don't that.
Yes.
And see, Miss Marla, that's why one day when you said that, it touched the nerve. But see,
No,
that's how
the
you
only
feel.
reason I said that because either it was because one, because my childhood, and then two, I couldn't go. I kind of believe in therapy now. It depends.
Good.
I probably go for my childhood. Now for my adult life, it was like I said in every show, but for my son's father, because I really wanted it to work. And withheld because I was with my son's father for 11 and a half years.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 or 3 years, now I withheld having sex with him. And that's for a lot of many reasons, and because I'll get sure to say it. I agree. One day he pop up and see this video, but I've seen the signs that he was playing with the other field was another man,
Right?
And I started falling in love with him, and I was like, really, it was like his best friend / brother had told me the signs, but I did not believe it. And it took me to look at his, even though it's a saying that if you look for trouble, you're going to find it. And I found it, I found it in his phone, and I was very shocked. And I had to move at the time. I had one kid, which is my son.
Right.
So I had to remove my son from that situation.
Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second.
Keisha.
Thank you for calling Conversations in Crete with Sweet Mama G. But we also have on the panel Miss Nisi, Miss Pepper, and our host, also DJ XL. Who's calling?
This is your man Nate from upstate.
What up, Nate from upstate? What's going on?
Hi, Nate.
Hi, everybody.
All right.
I feel so good when I jump on here. I get so much respect and love. I love it, man. This is great.
Yeah. It's all love here. Definitely all love.
Yeah, no doubt, man. A lot of love.
Here, right here. Let me get to actually the comments real quick, which we have Nate from upstate on the phone now. You say any woman like that is toxic. Run for the hills. Yummy Gummy also said
everybody toxic to Nate.
No, I only call it as I see it.
Right. Okay. And Yummy Gummy said, never, ever leave your man hungry or horny. There's a whore around the corner with a sandwich. Sorry for the bad words. Well,
that's
amen.
Listen, man, that's a myth. That right there, a myth.
Why is it a myth?
Because if a man want to cheat, that's what he gonna do. And sometimes it could be, from the woman he's dealing with, but from what I learned, and I wasn't perfect, but I knew how to be a wife to my husband, and he still was hungry. You feel me? So that's a myth right there. If they want to cheat, they gonna cheat. If they want to behave, they gonna behave.
Right.
I would say
I was agreeing with you, Pepper. I was just saying I agree.
I would say
if they ain't gonna get it from home, they always gonna find somewhere else, no matter what.
Yeah, they could be getting it from home. They could be getting it from home. It's just like if you sit a big ass bag of dog food in front of a pit bull, he not gonna eat till he full. He gonna eat till he shit everywhere and throw up. You feel me?
That's true. Same thing they say about cats. Yeah, meow.
Yeah.
I'm joking, y'all. So shouts out to F. Harris.
Me personally, I think sometimes you should not. And I'm sorry to put my business out here, but sometimes you should tell a man that you are bisexual. You know what I'm saying? Because they would take advantage of that.
Why you bisexual?
What?
So
I'm just saying I'll go both ways. You know that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying that's why I hit on you when I explode somebody's business. But but I'm just saying in general that you should not tell a man. Stop, Crete. I'm gonna push. I'm gonna come over there and
That's some men saying this.
not push that
So I
button.
don't
But I think you should not tell a man that you are bisexual first. I'm not saying you personally, Pepper or Nixie, but I'm just saying you should not say that at all.
Okay.
But I wanted to do hood stuff with my friend.
Crete, stop.
All right. So shouts out to F. Harris in the building. Thank you for coming through. F. Harris said cheating while married is wild.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, also we have Nick from upstate. And hold on 1 second, y'all. We got another caller calling in. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. So Nate from upstate also said a woman acting like that very low vibrational, we pray for the falling. Miss
Yes.
Okay, and then Yummy Gummy also said everybody needs therapy for something. Absolutely. Miss Keisha said WTF. I think that was earlier on. Well, it was earlier on when Miss Marla was talking. Also, F. Harris said looking through phones never go as planned, huh?
Oh my God.
I was watching this post actually earlier where this guy was looking through his phone. He was all chill and calm with his kids and his wife and everything in there. And his wife said, "Let me see your phone." And he just honestly just gave it to her. And he kissed the dog. He kissed his son. And then he got up and walked. You're wondering like where he was going. Why he went and got his bags and left. It was funny. I'm sorry, but
hey, it's a hell of a weight loss plan.
Yeah. So Miss Keisha, but
And then
said
speaking about food, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I mean, at the time, I really didn't have to go through my son's father's phone or whatever. I had a suspicion about it. But, you know, sometimes you have to listen to your woman's intuition. And, I mean, I kind of sensed it, but I didn't know it was true like that.
Well, let me say this. I'm going to be very honest, especially this happens to everybody, white, black, purple, brown, whatever. Why don't y'all women leave men phones alone? Men leave women phones alone. No.
I promise, baby Jesus, I will never touch another man's phone after that.
I don't do that.
Thank
you. One time, that did it. I will never, ever.
Thank you. So you learned something, right?
Yes, Lord. A man phone ring, I just leave the room. I don't got that. I don't want no.
Yeah, I mean, because it's no reason for me to check nobody's phone. There's no reason for nobody to check my phone. You see what I'm saying? It's like, okay, at what point are you gonna grow up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's when I realized, like, yeah, we married, but that ain't my phone, and I should have never touched it.
But that's the reason.
You know,
privacy is.
Yeah, so, I'm glad I did though, because I was like really naive until that moment.
Well, guess what? Yeah. If you were still naive, were you happy when you were naive?
Hell yeah.
You just stole your own happiness by looking through the phone.
You don't find nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Yummy Gummy also said, Miss Pepper, I promise you, if you have a good man and you keep up your womanly duties and he knows where his bread is buttered, he won't leave your side ever.
I don't believe that, Yummy Gummy.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let me say this. Let's say if it's 100 degrees. No, let's say if it's 150 degrees outside and we live in the desert. Okay. If you take that man's water, all of his water, do y'all think he's going out in the desert?
Yeah. No, I think me personally, I think my son's father would.
Well, you already told us you like messing with dummies, but I'm just saying, do y'all think he's going to leave in 150 degree weather to go into the gym, huh?
He's staying wherever his nourishment's at.
Yeah,
thank you. Right. So that's what Yummy Gummy is saying. If you take this man's water, so that in other words, semen, What? He ain't got no more.
So can I elaborate on just
No, yeah.
so y'all can have an understanding? The reasons of him cheating was not because of anything lacking in the household,
Right.
because everything was going the way. That's just something that he done.
Yes.
So it stopped once I got wind of it being done. So if that's where you're getting it, continue, because I'm going to protect me, because clearly you're not
exactly. Like I was just as confused. Like when you say was everything cool? Yeah. Like I didn't pay bills myself. Like
I'm not one of them that's going to think something wrong with me, because I know ain't nothing wrong with me. That's what you want to do. So this is not where you need to be.
Questioning myself and wondering what the hell I did, because everything was normal. My business was booming. His stuff was rocking. The kids was good. I could not understand what I did. And that's why I had to cut it off, because everything at home was good. And I'm a person that's going to constantly ask my man, like, is it anything that, you know, we need to, you feel me? I never thought he would be cheating. I was so fucked up and messed up and confused. Like, how he got time? And like, hold up. This was like a little more than cheating. It was
want me to tell you why?
Why?
Because you ain't take all of his water.
Shut up. No, like, I guess he went and got re-up on water, because, you know, like, he was just a friendly dick nigga, and he did his job as a husband. I mean, as a man, the man of the house, he did his job. So, like, as a husband, he sucked, and I couldn't tell until I looked in that phone, and that's when I woke up. Like, you know, I had no other, and I don't even know what the fuck would make me go in the phone that day. You know, like
Satan, the devil,
to even go through his phone like that. But like, yeah, I saw.
But you know what?
Come out like that,
huh?
Mine's didn't come out like that. I don't look through. So me, I'm a private person, and I believe in boundaries, even in a relationship. Your things is your things, and mine is mine. I woke up one morning, my stomach was hurting so bad. Like, well, what's going on? I just had a gut, and I really had a gut feeling. I definitely had a fear. So something was like, just ask him. And one thing about my ex, I never ran so fast to the courthouse in my life. I think I got the fastest divorce in history. But I said, are you seeing somebody else? And he was like, no, not really. And it was a girl down the street.
Oh man, it was my friend.
She was homeless.
It was my friends.
Oh, I'm girl.
Yeah.
I don't have
well, let me ask y'all this. When y'all did all of that,
all of what?
All of what?
All the you know, the running and getting divorces and everything. Are y'all happy?
I didn't get a divorce. He died.
At the highlight of I was miserable being married.
I wouldn't have.
So you made yourself miserable.
No. Over time, it was, I think I told you this before. Over time, I felt like I was in a lesbian relationship. I told you this.
Yeah, I remember when you. Yeah,
I was becoming unhappy. So you know how when you pray for things and ask God to reveal things to you, and it slowly things was being revealed.
Mm-hmm. Too much. I couldn't handle it.
Let me ask y'all this. Y'all know, I already know y'all gonna know where I'm going at with this.
No,
let's say
it's somewhere.
Let's say if that was a drug problem that he was having. He's telling you, you know, I'm not getting high, I'm not this, I'm not that, and y'all really loved him.
We gonna get help.
Wait. Why didn't you go get help when you said he was screwing?
Because he was cheating on him. No, ain't no help going.
Ain't no help for certain things.
Let me tell y'all something.
Certain disrespect.
There are things that he had a drug addiction, sex addiction.
Okay, well, he need to
Now
go
you
get a
making
dog.
excuses.
That's
I
not an
just feel like
excuse.
it's a certain level of disrespect. Listen,
Why get married if you know you got a problem? Don't drag me into this.
yeah. Don't get married if you got a resentment towards women. Like I tell anybody,
You know, Dr. Phil gonna find a way to take up for these guys. You know,
but I tell anybody like it could have been like I'm gonna be honest with my relationship. I was settling. I was on some. Well, I gotta share him to keep him, and I love him. And then after I saw what I saw, I had a feeling that he was doing something, but I was so busy with my business. I wasn't, I was doing what I needed to do at home, do my business, and yeah, we meet up and so I didn't. But it was who. You feel me? When your man, when your man died, and you get his phone, and it's your friends, your girlfriends, your homegirls. It's homegirls you let live with you at times. You feel me? And you thinking nothing. Yeah, I did. And I did. And my sister on here now, she'll tell you how disrespectful his funeral was. Like it wasn't, I was willing to forgive. I did not believe in divorce. It was till death do us part. If I ever get married again, I will not be an ex-wife. I'm hoping. Yeah, I don't believe in that. So when I said I do, I took those vows to God, not to nobody else. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, if he gonna keep cheating, hey, Abraham had a couple of wives, and so that's what he gonna do. But he's not touching me.
I commend you heavily for that. Seriously, for saying that. And because marriage is not to be broken. It's not supposed to be broken. You know what I'm saying? But let me do this, y'all, real quick. Let me do this. I'm gonna do this. Hold on.
We ready to go to school, tough.
My sweet cousin G in the building.
The boom. Guess who stepped in
the room? What up, cousin?
What's up, y'all?
Nothing. Chilling.
Hey, Mama J, how you doing, baby?
How are you, Papa? AK, she bakes in love.
I was just choking. My bad.
And that was Miss Marla speaking to you as well.
Oh boy!
Now what I'm going to do is check up. I'm going to catch up on these comments real quick, and then we're going to go back to the beginning, Cuzzy, so you can know what we're talking about. Okay?
Yeah.
All
right. Because we need her.
So now y'all about to gang up on me? That's all right. Bring the smoke.
No,
anyway,
we needed you.
Do a good job by yourself. We held it down for you.
Misbehaving. He been misbehaving, y'all.
So look, Nate from Upstate said two things. You don't send your man out the house hungry and send your man out the house dissatisfied. Yes, you're right, cuz. See, cuz he agree with that. Also, Miss Christina said she start therapy this week. That's so
Praise
great.
the Lord. Praise the Lord, Saints.
Yeah, that's good, Miss Christina. Yummy Gummy also, why does that thing keep doing that? Yummy Gummy also said, thank you, Nate. It only made me realize I was dealing with someone less than a man, and now I have a true man in my life, and I know how to treat him accordingly. That's what I'm talking about. We got Dougie in the building. What's going on, Dougie? Yeah, that's what we talking about. Also, Miss Keisha Pathia also said, yes, it was. I had to keep her close to me so she wouldn't snatch nobody. Who? Oh, she talking about you, Miss Pepper?
Yeah, when I said the funeral, when we was discussing about my husband, and when I found out all the people he was cheating with was my friends at the funeral. Yeah.
You know, I have no words for that, but I'm just saying I'm truly sorry to hear that you went through that. That's deep to have to deal with.
Therapy is cool. That's why I tell anybody, get your butt in therapy and get through it.
Yes,
get your butt in therapy so I can make me some money.
Yeah. Sweet Mama G on the therapist side, so y'all make sure y'all holler at her. Miss Amelia said, about time, Sweet Mama G.
Listen, Linda.
And then
power grids below, you don't have no power, you can't come on.
right. So also Miss Christina said, I met my new therapist last week. That's dope.
I know you blew her wig off.
You shut up,
He
cuz.
or she.
I'm sleepy, so you know I be cracking up when I'm sleepy.
Oh boy. So let's go, cuz we only on 3. We are
3 out of
only
what?
on like paragraph 3.
Oh, how many?
It's a few, but we're gonna zip through them. But that
Oh,
goes
wait
to
a
show
minute,
you.
hold on. Hi, Miss Niecy.
Hello, how are you?
I wonder for you and Crete got the matching colors on.
Oh,
Ain't
right.
that a coinky dink?
Okay.
Can you catch up with the comments so I can get SM
Bruh.
she up to par where we are so she can
Bruh.
yeah.
Lord. Let me see. Keisha.
Because I see my grandma do it. All the people do it.
All right. So hold up. And Miss Christina said no, she don't wear wigs.
Girl, you country. That's a form of expression. Girl.
All right. So okay. So let me get now. We on number 3.
I missed you.
We on
Get
number
my
3.
nerve.
We on number 3. And we're still talking about immature women here.
Excuse me.
Go
Excuse me.
ahead.
Yeah. She here.
Who came up with this topic?
So
You see what the topic is,
already
cousin?
know.
It's
You
not
see
on
what
the
the, nah.
Mama G.
You
see I'm
That's my cousin.
pearls, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, actually, one of our supporters came up with it, which was Yummy Gummy. And she said she want to hear the smoke. And I'm not ashamed. I don't care. Y'all can bring me the smoke. I have thick skin. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm really right. All right. Go ahead. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was playing the world's smallest violin. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
okay.
can you please so if you're in a marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything is great in your marriage, especially in the bedroom, and your dog strays off anyway, right?
I wanted to do hood stuff with my friend.
And it ends in divorce because you did nothing wrong, right? So
Right.
I'm not going to think the problem is me. So I'm not going to seek therapy for a person that's cheating on me, risking my health.
So
Wait a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait a minute. I gotta get this whole theory out because I know you major in this in our license. So I want to let you know. All right. So I'm not going to try to make something work that one, I was already unhappy, but trying to stick to my vows. But when you cheated, unprotected, and then when I saw the person, they looked infected, and I wasn't risking myself. All right, you can go ahead, Mama G, because I'm starting to be traumatized all over again. Go ahead.
We'll take a deep breath, count. Make sure. Let me go back.
I'm a 5.
Go back and put your numbers 1 through 5. 5, you being your most fabulous or your best, down to 1 for mental health and self-care. No matter whether you are who you are, just make sure you are seeking self-care this time. Some things can be triggered by our conversations, but we are here to support you and we love you. Make sure you drop your numbers. So I was in a similar situation, Miss Niecy. So my husband and I went to therapy because I'm like, as fine as I am, and you are not, you got a nerve. The dog that you are, and you have a good woman, good life, and a child, you're risking this family lifestyle. But everybody does not want to be in a real relationship. We were young when we got married. And if you don't have good role models to see what it should be, there is going to be some skewedness in your relationship. But when you try a couple of times, I went to therapy not because I felt all the way it's my fault. I went to therapy so I wouldn't go to central bookings.
Right.
I don't give a F about him because I know he ain't fine. So, and I wasn't losing nothing but trash, because if you can go behind my back and you're supposed to be the man, the one that's supposed to be my protector of my heart, and you didn't, fuck you. So, in order for me not to be West Side certified, I had to go to counseling because it was going to get serious. I'm an only child as far as my parents. So I didn't put my business to my cousins who some of them don't mind going to jail.
You was looking the wrong direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at you. That you could cute for TV. But I didn't have that people get in my business because I know it would get ugly. I didn't have friends because he didn't like friends in my household. Definitely wasn't having any male friends. So for my mental health and therapy, because I knew I at least had to get my son to 18 without having him take custody, I had to pull it together. Mm-hmm. I'm still a lady. I'm still a hood lady, but I'm still a woman. I'm still hurt. I'm still whatever. But it takes a lot not to be vengeful. Same thing you said. The women I saw, of other persuasion and on your job and all that crap, whatever. That's on them. That's what they want to do. If they want to go on you, it has nothing to do with you. And I didn't understand it for a long time until I had to have a male friend say it wasn't you. It was what he wanted to do. It wasn't. It's not about you. It's about what he wanted to do. He was living his life. You just wasn't. You gave your life to somebody else.
Yes.
While he was living his. So you got to find your own voice, your own life, and have a life.
Yep.
Well, let me say this.
Oh, good.
Let me get my kitty cat fan.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Now, why aren't y'all getting y'all thick skulls? That when you're dealing with men, MEN, that there's certain things that you have to deal with, and certain things it may be this time when y'all were younger, y'all had to deal with it, but now y'all more mature and older, you don't have to deal with it anymore because he matured. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's imperfection. That's a part of imperfection. I mean, every man don't do that, but I'm just saying, if y'all looking for a man, know that it's a great chance that can happen, and stop leaving these men.
So let me say this, Crete.
You sound like a fool.
Get a puppy. Just
Hold
get
up.
a puppy. Just go ahead and get a puppy.
Yeah, just die with the puppy. So look,
no.
Here's the thing. Let's get to this.
My dildos.
And the new rose 3000.
That rose.
I got that in.
Hey, bro.
The womanizer.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Yeah, you have, at this age, we're seasoned individuals, and nothing is promised whether you're 23, 43, 53. Life is not promised. I will not go back to how I was.
I will not.
So it's taking me a little bit longer to seek and find and try to be, found by my significant person or not. I'm not going to perish or blow up in flames if I never get married again or what have you. But I will not degrade myself for another individual ever again. That was painful. It was traumatic. It's a lot.
Okay.
And it's a journey figuring out who you are again after that.
Girl, y'all better get all that together. Y'all better. No, I'm joking, y'all.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It was very traumatic.
He was ready to throw that through the screen at him.
Even with men, if they're the opposite end, who's been the dog in sheep's clothing, you need counseling too, because something's wrong with you if you don't think that destroying people's lives is okay.
Right.
Because if you want to go be a freak ball, go in bed. Leave me the F alone. Go do you.
Come on, y'all gotta stop being so hurt. All right. So
I'm in menopause. I ain't hurt.
Let's get to these comments. We gotta catch up on these comments. So I'm dealing with okay, I already read that one. So Nate, so Keisha Bethea said, I learned the hard way. She said she learned the hard way. Miss Christina said, I agree, Keisha. Yummy Gummy said, if I gotta look or even feel like I gotta look at your phone, I don't need you in my life. It's about trust and respect. Exactly. Leave the men's phones alone, y'all. I mean, if y'all find a man trying to get in y'all phone, that's very feminine. Y'all better roll out. But leave the man, leave the phones alone. Trust me, y'all can live a lot better, healthier, and happier lives, because you know what happened? Once you try one, you got to get to two. Now you got to get to three. You get more anxious and just wanting to look, and then you're gonna find.
So sometimes you have to follow your woman intuition, Crete.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not
Come on,
doing
y'all always
something
using
y'all
that
ain't supposed to
same.
be doing.
Look, in 2024, I want to hear something new. I don't want to hear nothing about no intuition. Okay,
It's
make
real.
up something new.
Well, we tired of hearing about
Well, my new relationship, I don't go through his phone because
Well, y'all just ought to, because ain't none of y'all submitting to nothing.
Yeah, make us feel safe enough to submit. And
Right.
That's another one. That's another one I want to stop hearing. 2024, I want y'all to stop saying, well, make us feel like this. Anyway.
Make us feel like you can take care of us, because most of y'all men can't.
Right.
Yeah, take me out of combat mode, please.
I need a vacation.
All right. So Nate from upstate said, word, loyalty and trust. Miss Keisha Bethia said, dang, Crete. I guess it was something that Will said or something. F her said, talk that ish, Crete. Yummy Gummy. Come on now. Come on, cuz. I mean, you can wait till we get off, then hate. No, I'm saying. So Yummy Gummy also said, when you have male or a little boy in your life, no matter what you do, he will cheat. But a good man will never leave. There's a difference. Hold on.
Amen.
You're a good man, Crete.
But the thing is,
I would rather a man
Are you
leave than
freezing like
stay and
fake
keep
freezing?
cheating. Like,
I thought
so
you
it's not even about the never leave. I would rather just cheat and get on out the way instead of just keep staying and being around you.
But this is the
Sliding
point
anywhere.
too. Say you want, instead of cheating, just say, I want an open relationship. Put it on the table.
Yeah.
Let me decide.
Yeah.
Or let him decide how many men I
taking
can
out
handle.
options. And stop taking out they don't leave us with an option.
But if you're gonna have an open relationship and
It's
he brings that to
open.
the table, that's not open for him. Both doors are open of the church.
Well, I don't want
that
no
hallelujah gonna be more than his.
No, you either my man or you not. I'm not with the open and all of that. It's too much out here. People sick, people sneak dicking and all of that. I just need like
and throw you some pills so you can get
feel
free.
me? Yeah. Like, no, you just
that was
like,
crazy.
It is what it is, or it's not.
It's a lot. So you probably gonna be single with
yes,
that.
and get a puppy. And get a puppy and some plants.
I want a damn puppy. Give me a dildo.
Well, sweet cousin G, Miss Christina said she was a 4.5 on the mental scale. Yummy Gummy said she's all 5. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Miss Amelia said she's a 5. We thank y'all.
That's Miss Amelia.
Miss Amelia said Crete been triggering me all night. I'm up.
Don't do my friend Amelia like that. What you been doing to the ladies? Y'all know my power was out.
Well, I'm sorry for triggering y'all. Huh?
I asked Miss Niecy, was he acting crazy?
Yes. He was acting Muslim.
He was
what? Man.
He was full alpha tonight.
Oh Lord, y'all
I'm
have
sorry,
no
y'all.
idea.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
Lord.
Nate from Upstate, a lot of them have a big problem taking accountability. The guys too. It's like being fake. It's like some crazy trendy thing. Man, yes. Accountability. Let me tell y'all something. That's another thing to look for in relationships. Make sure the guy is willing to be accountable for his actions. If he's not, y'all leave.
Yes.
Leave.
I did. Thank you.
Miss Marla says she's a wonderful 5. Also, we have Nate from Upstate said, you ladies were going in on that topic. Glad y'all got through it. Miss Amelia, or is that what she was shaking, clapping for sweet Cuzzy G coming on? We got James Stackhouse in the building. Shouts out, my brother. Thank you for coming through. People who cheat always think somebody else is cheating. That's true. You can't take care of a woman if she at work too.
It's a Bible.
Oh, I thought one of y'all just now suck y'all teeth.
I
That's what he
did.
said.
I did.
Me too.
Oh,
Okay. All
it
right.
was a double dose.
Why did y'all suck y'all teeth?
You want go first because you just coming. I had a lot to say and still do.
Who going first?
Mama
Oh,
G.
she's not at work. Half these boogers don't have enough money. Y'all know how rent and mortgage is, how hard the food is. We don't get food stamps. A piece of
I wanted
chicken
to
is
do hood rat
$5.
stuff with my friend.
$30.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
it's so
crazy.
high.
Yeah.
It is expensive to eat, to live, to just fart in the world.
Yes.
Gas going up. Your interest rates going up. They make it so unaffordable for people who had decent incomes just to have one income for somebody to stay home. You're going to be on the poverty line. You got to check out what's going on in politics and how they moving. And now some people have student loans, they about to throw you back in that big student loan pool, and you haven't gotten any money, any raises or anything. We haven't benefited from any of the economy at all.
I would tell a lot of people,
more.
honestly, think twice before you do student loans because it's all a gimmick. It's all just money making for the government. James Stackhouse said, no matter what you do, it's never enough. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels.
Oh, he wanted down.
Nah, word up. I mean, it is. I mean, like, that's the truth. Okay.
Kevin Samuels reborn.
Where?
You.
No, at least my cousin don't hang up on people. That he was rude. I think he did a lot of things men wanted to do, but they didn't have the balls to do it. And he knew with his demeanor, it would give some sort of propaganda, some fire and flame of excitement. Because in the end, he didn't end up that way he thought he was.
Come on now, cut. Come on, cut. Don't talk about my boy. That's my boy. All right.
The man from a can of shit paint.
Now, what if I pull this picture up right now, show you man was fishing? We used to go dirt bike riding. All that stuff.
No, he too bougie. He was too pretty. He was pretty. He was pretty. He was dainty. You weren't out with him.
All right, cuz. All right. So we're going back to immaturity. All right. Nate from Upstate said, I've been single for so long as women close my house door the wrong way, I'm breaking up with her. God, dog. All right. So here's and we're only on number 4, y'all. An immature woman equates a great man to merely having wealth. She belittles men who have few resources. She is attracted first by material things. She fails to see the many great men who have become icons and successful, not out of being rich, but through their character. She is shallow. A mature woman looks at a man's character. She realizes that a man who has little today can have plenty tomorrow. She believes in handwork and can rejoice in the success of a wealthy man and also spot a man who is heading to greatness. She is not moved by wealth because she is looking for more.
Can you elaborate on handwork?
Oh my gosh. Between you and Sweet Mama, I think y'all can handle it.
I was trying to show you very calmly handwork.
Sweet Mama did the motion. I was just thinking it, and she did.
I mean, that would. Woo! Wow. Okay. So, what do you guys think about that? A man really appreciates a woman who doesn't recognize him or know him just because of his wealth.
It's not.
So it was a twofold contradictory for me. Go back, say a man who has little or something, little wealth or with little money, then he can't care me to stay home. But then you talk about, her eyeing the wealthy man. Now, you want me to eye the wealthy man or you want me to build a nigga? I'm build a dude. Which one you want? Because if he has little resources, I'm gonna be building him up. So then I can't go
plenty to more.
Right. So
Why?
you want me to have somebody that can stay home and he can pay all the bills, or you want me to have broke Benny and I'm still back in the same situation. So that was a contradictory in the statements.
No, it's really not. Let me tell you why. Because here's the problem. You have like women, as soon as when he loses a job and y'all do something, not all of y'all, but women do something, now they feel as though, oh, I took over. I took the lead now. Now I'm messing with a bum. That's not the case. In there, it said that he can be this today, but this tomorrow.
So even if he lost his job, Crete, he needs to have a plan in place. He can't be scratching his balls. Now, if I see you, I don't mind taking over and pulling up the ranks. But if I'm at home not working, you must want me to sell cookies online. Remember, I ain't supposed to be working. So now
you on the game all
selling cookies online make a good couple dollars,
Yeah, I was going to say what the problem is.
Like, where do men get this thing that women want to take over or lead? Like, listen, even the most independent woman want her man to lead. Nobody want to take over, but y'all don't know how to lead. Y'all think being submissive to you, that's not leading me nowhere. That's me listening to what you say, or listening until I see you can't lead. Men got this crazy thing that women out to take money they don't have. Like, you cannot lead us into poverty. Where you leading me to? You want me to stay home, but if you was a financially responsible man, you will see, like, all right, 2 bags is better than 1. So my girl go ahead and go to work, and she bring the bag in too. And like, I don't get this whole thing where everybody think women want to take the lead and this, that. No, we want y'all to lead, but we're not going to let y'all lead us into poverty. We're not going to let y'all lead us into to like worse than what we can do alone. Is it a problem that women would rather be alone than jump through all of these hoops and then y'all still lead us into some bullshit?
No, let me say this. To start to deter that, women, check the guy out heavily, please. Check his parents out. Check out what he accomplished in life before and now. It's a lot that you can look at to avoid that. You see what I'm saying?
And excuse me, and how about when both of us came from 2-parent homes, parents was military, all of that shit lined up. It's all in the person. It's all in the man. You can come from the best family and all of that, but then when you leave out your mama house, you're gonna do what you do.
I agree with that. But then also you need to check his influences. What does he watch on TV? What does he listen to? There's a lot of things you can do to deter that. You see what I'm saying? That's just like me. Let me hear one of these women singing Tyrese, Joe, all these clowns rap. I would not mess with a woman that listen to that.
We need to just plant you and just grow a whole field of you, Crete.
Well, I mean, I got seeds for sale. I'm selling anything. No, I'm messing.
That's probably They don't want that. They don't want that.
Oh, you gonna do me like that, cuz? Hold on, cuz.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's catch up on some of these comments. Nate from Upstate said, "Oh my goodness, it's getting deep. Your help is here." Yeah, they be, Sweet Mama G and all that. Yeah. All right. James Stackhouse said, "That's why they just baby mamas and no husbands." Look, let me tell y'all something. It's a lot of realness to that. A lot of women give up too fast. Give up too fast, and then they end up getting to the point where now you've broken a family. You've broken a family. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So we get to the point where we just good with the puppy.
Okay, I mean that's fine, but then a lot of broken families come out of that. Miss Amelia said,
you can always put on a woman. The man is also choosing to make that woman a baby mama.
Exactly.
Sometimes, but that's why you have to find yourself a solid man.
No,
Miss Amelia said, at 55, I'm not into build a bear. I get it. This thing pops up. James Stackhouse also said, he got little and you got little too. Put it together. Hold on.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So James Stackhouse said, here we go to the extreme. He also said, nah, you want to have a man so you can keep yours.
Don't get that one.
Well, he's saying that you want to have a man so you can keep your money. You see what I'm saying? Also, Yummy Gummy said, but when a woman screams, she is a strong, independent, you put yourself into a power struggle for the lead with your man. A man don't want to deal with the power struggle.
Well, then don't deal with it.
Then what?
Don't deal with it. Go find somebody that's submissive and that's not going to give you that power struggle. I don't see what the problem be. Like if that woman is not fitting, checking all your green boxes, then you move on.
And you just answered the number one question that y'all supposed to be doing yourself.
What's that?
If you don't find a man to check all your green boxes, then you move on.
Baby,
but a lot of women like to fit that circle piece in that square hole.
No.
Amen.
I ain't say all. I said a
did
lot.
that for 8 years because I had to. I was married.
But like I said, I didn't. But the key thing is like it's not about being submissive. It's about trying to get control. That's what the thing about a dog comes in, a puppy comes in, because you want something to control. And not all men. Not all men. A lot of men are strong.
To control somebody that they love, though. That's why I say make it.
Do you control a puppy? Would you control a puppy?
We're not talking about puppies. We talking
you
about
say, would you control someone that you love, right? You said control someone you love, right? So you love, if like me, I raise dogs. So if I have a puppy, I treat the puppy like it's going to be my child. I'm gonna control that dog, though.
Nah, I don't want to. I don't want my man to treat me like a puppy, and I damn sure don't want to treat my man like.
No, we're not saying you treat the dog like a man treating a woman like a puppy. See, like, one key thing a lot of people don't understand, like a lot of women don't understand. Like I said, when it comes down to dudes and getting vagina, it's 3 kinds. It's only 3. Only 3. It's the one that grew up getting it, and that's all he was good at. So he's going to continue to keep on doing that. He the one that everybody be calling homosexuals, the one that just jump from relationship to relationship, house to house. Right. You got ones that wasn't getting it when they was growing up. They got a job, they came into their looks or whatever, so now they making up for lost time. Right. See, but that third dude is the dude that was getting money and getting vagina back growing up. So it's like they're the ones that you want to keep, that's going to continue to be that man, that alpha dude, as people like to say. But a lot of them go overlook and under the radar because they're the ones that want to compliment you and treat you nice, but he's not tough enough for you. He's the one that you look at like, oh, he's soft. He's the one that hits you up and like, how you doing, beautiful? And that's the stuff that you're used to hearing from dudes that just try to get some twat. So y'all overlook him. You know what I'm saying? Or they're already in situations and they're happy. But I know a million women who I say they're in happy relationships but become work wives. You know what I'm saying? So when you have situations where it's a time where, like, not to sound low kind of sexist or nothing, but sometimes you just gotta shut up and listen. But then if a dude tells you that, who the fuck you think you talking to? But you're not listening. See, it's a difference between leading and controlling. A man can show you the right way, but if you don't want to do it, you're going to be on some, well, why I gotta do this? Why instead of just going ahead and doing it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying every situation is the same. Every situation is not the same. You know, it's a lot of dudes out here who are just opportunists. They could have been somewhere at the right place at the right time, wanted some, and just was like, you know what? I ain't going all the way home. Let me go ahead and knock this down. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got dudes that know that they got something good at home, and they're going to make sure they get home. You know what I'm saying? But it all falls down. Sometimes you ever heard the whole saying, every time you point the finger, it's 3 pointing back at you? Every person on here was like, I'm not the problem. I'm not the problem. But if you wasn't, any inkling of a situation, not saying all situations, but if it wasn't a small part that you could have done differently, or because a lot of dudes don't even really like to speak on their emotions because again, they get looked at as though they're weak. They don't sit there, they don't speak on what they think. Now I'm not coinciding with Crete about like, with the, as we call them pookies, because some dudes go here and they can voice their opinion, they can voice how they feel. You know what I mean? But it don't take nothing away from them. You know what I mean? Like you could be the toughest dude in the world and shed a tear. You know what I'm saying? But my key thing is like if that man doesn't feel like he's in a safe place, or he doesn't feel like he can talk to you about anything, it could be a lot of stuff on that man's mind. And it's just like just one day, just be like, you know what? Let me go hang out for a little bit. Let me go over Mingle Mondays. Let me go down here and go party for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be something that could be a pet peeve of his that you just keep on pressing that button. You know what I
But
mean? That goes both ways.
this
That
goes
goes both
back
ways.
to this goes back to me saying I was caught off guard in my situation because I thought we had that. Like I married my friend. We talked about everything. When I say I was caught off guard and like was in total shock when I found out, like I was. So you can be all of that and you can do, and I'm spoiled. I'm annoying, like I'm not a brat, but like I know I'm not perfect. And it was certain things that I probably more than likely I did. Like you dealing with a chick that, like, yeah, I was busy all the time. So I could
Let me
understand it was certain things that I promise I did some shit, but it wasn't, you feel me, like to that point where he wasn't getting what he was needing either.
let me ask you this, Miss Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you say that you're a God-fearing person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you told us that you gave us the story of what happened, and
Mm-hmm.
it would just so happen to be some of your friends as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you could have forgiven him if he was still living?
I mean, yeah, I always did. But yeah, I mean, I found out about my closest friend before he even died. Like it was like a cycle of it keep happening, and I'm keep forgiving because I said what I do.
Okay, so if who did you have the most animosity against, him or her?
Him,
Why?
him. Why? Because she ain't owe me nothing. She was just my friend. You took those vows with me, dude. Like I
So you
didn't.
don't
I'm
think
gonna be
that
honest. I'm gonna be
you're
honest. Like everybody else that I found out about, it really didn't matter because he always had that fucked up behavior. But it was the friends who, like they were close to. It was I was that kid godmother. You feel what I'm
okay?
saying? It was like it was targeted after a while, and that's why I said I was caught off guard. I did not know that he did not like me until
Okay.
like I knew he loved me. I knew he was going to take care of what he had to take care of, and I ignored a lot. But when I found out he did not like me is when he targeted my friends. My
Mm.
friends didn't owe me shit. They weren't married to me. They were
Well,
people I met in life. They
if
didn't owe
if
me nothing.
if that it could be something underlining of that you wasn't aware of when it came to him, because I've seen situations like that and there were underlining things that were there, and but that's another show. Now,
Yeah.
Nate from Upstate also said, I'm trying to deal with the struggle, don't want no alpha female, be strong, be independent, just be a lady, especially if you're getting treated correctly.
Right.
James Stackhouse also said, puppies don't have no job. And also, Nate from Upstate said, talk to them, my homie. And then Nate from Upstate also said, but you got to remember, hurt people hurt people. And Yummy Gummy said, preach XL. Also, Nate from Upstate said a lot of these women want the goodies and treats. They're not trying to put in the work. And we have Simply 10 Art in the building. Thank you so much, Simply 10, for coming through. Nate from Upstate also said it's about taking care of each other. Miss Amelia said, hello, Simply 10 Art. Okay. And then Nate from, I read that. And James Stackhouse also said, I love my woman, but we just got to work together. We not enemies. 100. Then also Nate from Upstate said, open relationship, that's corny. If I love you, I'm trying to build with you. I am not trying to share you. Miss Amelia also said Crete friends and family are off limits. Yeah. Okay, so we caught up with that. Let's go to the next one, y'all. Let's go to the next one. All right, the next one is this. 5. We're still on immature women. Now, immature women allow people's opinion to bully her and sink her. She pays too much attention to what people think. She never makes any move because of fear of outsiders' voices. A mature woman is firm in their identity. Hate her and she will still be her. Laugh at her and she will still, and she will still soldier on. Tell her it's impossible. She still pursue her dreams. She is confident in who she is. That's definitely true. And I've seen this time and time again where you have immature women that pay attention to ridiculous things. And also, not only that, we were talking about this earlier, but she's immature in her appearance because she cares about what everybody else say. You see what I'm saying? And that right there for men. If you're in the market for an immature woman, just look for that. But if you want a real woman, pay attention to the bottom of that paragraph. You know what I mean? Like these, when you start seeing a woman, when somebody says something and she's heard about it that quick, come on, those are signs right there. Now, any of y'all have anything to say about that?
I agree with that totally. Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, we can move on. Also, an immature woman is lazy. She looks for a man who can be her sponsor. She is a gold digger. She wastes all the years of education on her parents invested in her, and be a giver to her. Her man to worship her and to be a giver to her. Her laziness is a burden, no matter how beautiful or sexy she is. But a mature woman wants to give. She wants to give. She wants to contribute. She is a hard worker. She is not looking for favors. She may be a housewife or having a rich man, but she will still work hard and give, even if she's even if she's not financially in place to. She loves it when she when she still does things for her man and others. She actually loves this. So when you love somebody, right, the first thing you do is try to look for everything that you can do for that person. Everything that you can do. So a lot of women have to pay attention to that. When you meet somebody and you want to invest in them, invest. Stop looking for the bad part. Stop looking for the bad part. Just invest. And then when the bad part comes, if it comes, it comes. If you get a bad experience, it comes. Don't go looking at his phone. Don't go looking at her phone. Leave all that stuff alone, because you ain't doing nothing but creating bad blood for yourself. Because when you start doing that, you're going to want more and more and more until you get hurt. Oh, we quiet now, huh?
No.
Okay.
I will
All
never
right.
touch
No.
another phone.
You finally
Never.
talking with some sense because you're reading
Yeah.
somebody said, so.
No. This is stuff I put together.
Now you ain't put that
Oh,
together.
well, you're talking with sense now.
Oh, okay.
Somebody touched his phone.
Somebody touched my phone. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, they touched my phone and they saw the midget situations in my phone, and now they got problems. No, I'm joking. What is a mature woman? Let's go there. A mature woman is a self-aware female who tries to focus primarily on personal growth while drawing attention to her partner's best traits. She doesn't try to destroy others with her insecurities. Instead, she's a well-rounded example of what being a lady is all about. Mature women don't obsess over small flaws because they've accepted their own shortcoming. They've become comfortable with who they are, no longer trying to compete or prove a point. They're solid, sophisticated, and believe it or not, that's a real turn on for men. Duh.
What's the turn on for man? Say it again.
Being sophisticated, being a woman,
Being solid.
being solid.
Are you saying solid or
Yes.
silent?
Yes, solid.
Solid.
Yeah, for y'all to shut up. No, I'm joking. It's solid. Solid. Nah, so you know that means a lot to men. Sometimes, like I told y'all can now I'm talking about an alpha man or a high-strung man, right? If you get yourself a feminine woman, she can pipe him down. He feel as though he can let his guards down and let this woman be a woman. Sometimes these women out here be going just doing too much. And so does men. Before my cousin say it. She was
I
getting
think
ready,
that comes
boy.
with time, experience, and maturity. At one
Say that
time,
again?
I was that. It comes with time and maturity. I was that person back then, but now I'm just cool and smooth because it's either gonna be what's gonna be or not. And you have,
Right.
more experience now to see, certain things coming down the pike or what you may need to work on. And you, like you said, you can't always blame the other person. You may have to seek what you may be doing could be the issue. Because you might be doing something that trigger them to show you something else.
Okay. That's very true, cuz I agree.
For once.
So let's go to the next one. Since y'all trying to be quiet now. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's catch up with Yummy Gummy said, with me, if you have in, you might as well get out. I'm always invested. I expect him to be invested. Nate from Upstate said, my thing is, you got yours, I got mine. We can work together. I'll meet you halfway. But at the end of the day, we take care of ourselves. If we can't, we can take care of each other. How do you think about that, cousin?
That's how it's supposed to be. Because if not, what's the point? You might as well just stay single.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't take care of each other, and I don't mean like somebody using you, like you say, let's say I get a dude, he always trying to borrow money because this bill happened or that bill happened or he got this going on. No, those are red flags. No, you need to do something different. Because if you always have a situation that you financially couldn't do something, or you have a situation where you can't be relied upon, and I'm not talking about just financial, then that's a problem.
Okay.
But you want me to be solid.
Solid. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, girl, you said the same thing I said.
Let me ask y'all, where do y'all find these dudes?
In Americas.
Oh,
They don't
no.
know. It's more men that's not
I be saying
ready.
the Sierra prayer and Future keep coming, and so I just stopped. Like I was
You
saying
doing what?
Sierra prayer and Future. I kept meeting Future, so I just stopped all that and just yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, well, I'm sorry. There's so many Pookies out here. I am so sorry. Y'all just gotta have better Pookie vision.
I don't even always think it's the Pookie because I know a lot of dudes that got the decent jobs. They just to the point where they just don't. They don't have the motivation.
I need you to call up Cousin Pookie.
Especially if they older, they just content. They'll go to work.
Yeah.
They got their own space. They can take it or leave it. Hey, it's football season. We about to see less of them now. So it's like they hang with the homeboys. They going out. They doing little things. And they see back then, a lot of guys didn't mind flying out. These, I mean, you know, had to take somebody. Now these guys fly out all the time by themselves, go on trips by themselves all the time. They're not looking just to pay. Well, I gotta take somebody with me. They'll fly by themselves and go wherever and come back. So it's not like, you know, back in the day was, oh, I'm gonna take the lady. Like, no, I'm out. People going on single people vacations.
Yes. Peaceful.
Let me ask you this.
Oh. Okay, what's going on here?
I was
Okay,
laughing at I was laughing at Crete expression when you said the fly out part. You just
what I do? I don't even know what I did.
well, I can't do the eyes right there. Hold on.
Yeah, passport, bro. Go ahead.
What passport, bro? I ain't got no passport.
Yeah, you did. Metadine Colombios.
I was faking the funk.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, man. What you say, Creek, before you forget?
I didn't forgot. So anyway, let's add this tidbit in reference to being mature, right? Being mature isn't all about age either. After all, age is nothing but a number. For a woman to be considered truly mature, she has to embody a specific mindset and then practice certain behaviors.
And what's the behaviors?
Being a woman.
What's being a woman mean? They be careful about that definition because
Yeah.
you know these folk will get you about what a woman means.
Man, I don't give a darn if any of these dudes out here dressing up, peeing straight up, standing up, and all. I don't care about none of that.
Thank y'all, everybody. It's been a great last show.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So what's considered being a woman in a relationship? Because you got some men that's acting in women roles. Shade.
Old palm tree.
You ain't stuck. You heard what the hell I said.
Oh,
What's
what
a
you
woman?
think?
What the?
Oh, you was, I thought I didn't know you was talking to me.
You were Excel. I mean, what the?
Right. Y'all the only two men that's visible right now.
I thought you trying to have a
woman.
stroke or something. What the hell? What is your definition? If somebody say, okay, I'm gonna pick on Excel since he about to be birthday. What do you
Why you
consider
gonna pick
being a
on
woman?
Bob?
Because I feel like
So
it.
you said what I
What's the
consider a woman?
definition of a woman to you?
Breast, born vagina.
Let me get the belches out.
Bruh.
Excel, look, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness.
Born with the correct chromosomes. I mean, like I'm not understanding. Like,
In a relationship, and say be a woman in a relationship. What
be my
is your
partner.
definition of a
Listen,
woman being in the relationship? What
You know,
characteristics should this woman have?
it's hard to say because I mean, what fits for me might not fit for somebody else.
Okay, but we talking about you.
Me, you know, be my partner, be that person I can rely on. You know what I mean? I put trust in you, you put trust in me. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I'm gonna say that.
excite me when you do when I, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm that kind of person. Like, middle of the day, just holler at me, do some, some craziness. You know what I mean? You know, something. I mean,
It's some craziness. Bust your windows. I mean, what's crazy?
nah, I ain't talking about nothing like that. I ain't on that level. You know what I mean?
But
But I'm
what's
like,
craziness?
craziness is like, keep things spontaneous with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be at work and you don't even know what my day is about. You know what I mean? At least, call, have you eaten? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Check on me. and I'm gonna check on you and make sure everything is good. You know what I mean? Just mentally and physically. You know what I mean? It's like, just be that other part of me. You know what I mean? I'm a rough exterior person. You got to be that soft exterior. Don't be that. You know what I mean? What's up, my nigga? Like, hold up, yo. Wait a minute. Who you talking to? Like, I can't stand when I heard a chick be like, yo, bro. Like, bro. I heard people in relationships that bruh. Like, what?
Bruh.
You're supposed to be a lady. Like, yo, why is she calling you bro? Like, nah. You know what I mean?
He calling her bro. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, you be feminine, you know what I mean? Like, get you some lingerie, you know what I mean? Get you some stilettos for the bedroom. You know what I mean? Do something, you know what I mean? Something like that. Like, in the middle of the day, hit me with a voice call, you know what I mean? I'm in the shower. Hey, you done brighten my day, you know what I mean? Something like that. Just keep things, you know what I mean? And we keep it good. Like I said, it's kind of hard to really describe.
So you spoke about actions in that sense of that, but Crete, what do you see as being the definition of being a woman coming from Old Spice?
Me personally, she definitely has to be ready to cooperate, because you got to remember, when a woman is getting with me, she's got to be ready to build. I'm always looking to move forward. She's going to have to be ready to follow. You see what I'm saying? I'm not looking for a partner, right? A partner is 50-50. Okay. No partners. She's going to have to be a helpmate. Okay. That's what they want. Y'all got to understand y'all purpose on earth. If you understand your purpose on earth, then you're going to understand what you need to be with a man. Uh-oh.
Open up your eyes, realize, analyze what I'm saying. Representing the Concrete Foundation. Check it out, yo. Check it. Yo, I unwind till I'm looser. Your producer, I bring the shock drama, knock it down, get off his trooper. So blink and rub your eyes, baby, cause you ain't really seen. The sidewalks light up when I step like I was Bill and Jean. And of course I got the